Good morning students. In our previous video we have completed chapter 4 and in this video we are going to start chapter number 5 and the name of the chapter is heat. As we have studied that heat is a form of energy. In this chapter we are going to study this form of energy, that is heat. What are the things which we are going to learn in this chapter? First we are going to learn about heat. Second, we are going to learn about different units of temperature. Third, we are going to learn about effects of heat. Fourth, we are going to learn about method of heat transfer. And the last, we are going to learn about thermos flask. In this video, I will give you all the concept related to these topics. As in our live classes, we have completed till different units of temperature and we have started the effect of heat and we have studied one or two point related to effect of heat. Now I am giving you the same thing in the form of YouTube videos. Now let us see what does chapter says. It says that heat is a form of energy. As we have studied earlier also that this is one form of energy. What does this form of energy do? What can this form of energy do? It can make the substance hotter. ये substance किसी भी object को गर्म बना सकता है. Heat cannot be seen by us. We cannot see heat. Then we can feel the heat by the temperature effect. We cannot see the heat, but we can feel the heat by their temperature effect. What temperature effect it can produce, we can feel the heat according to that temperature. If heat is provided more, we can feel that temperature is hotter. If temperature is provided less or if heat is provided less, the temperature is low. When heat is given to substance, its temperature increases and becomes hotter. For example, when we are giving heat to any object or any substance, it starts becoming hot. As you have seen so many examples of providing heat. As in the kitchen, when our mother are going to cook food, they use utensils, and when that utensils is kept on the gas burner, it gets heat in the form of flame from the gas, and the temperature increases and the utensils become hot. This is the process of giving heat. Now when heat is removed from the substance, if we are giving heat to a substance, if we are giving heat to a substance, it gets hotter. If we are removing heat from a substance, it gets colder. If we are removing heat from the substance, it gets colder. See, here it is written, when heat is removed from a substance, then its temperature decreases and it becomes cold. For example, if water is kept on a refrigerator, it means we are taking all the heat out from the water, then heat gets removed and the temperature of water decreases and it becomes cold. This is the concept of heat. In a short, you can say that heat is a form of energy which is capable of making substance hotter. If we provide heat energy, the temperature of the object will rise. If we take out the heat energy, if we remove the heat energy, the temperature of the substance will decrease. Now we will come to the unit. The SI unit, as we have studied in class 6, SI means Standard International Unit, and the SI unit of heat is joule. Since we have studied earlier also that joule is the joule is the unit of energy. If for any energy, joule is the unit. So that's why heat is also a form of energy. That's why the unit of heat is also joule. Now next we will see heat is expressed in calories also. The another form or another unit of heat is calorie also. The bigger unit of calorie is kilocalorie, and the relation between kilocalorie and calorie is given 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie. This was the basic concept of heat, what heat can do and what is the unit. Now let us see the next topic, hot and cold. We all are familiar with this word. Hot means garam, cold means thanda. In our daily life, we come across number of objects. Some of these objects are hot, whereas some objects are cold. In our daily life we are using so many objects and we have felt that some objects are hot, some objects are cold. Like example is given, tea is hot but ice is cold, soup is hot but ice cream is cold. These are the concept of hot and cold. Why this hot and cold occurs? We usually decide whether an object is hot or cold just by touching it. We cannot see and tell that whether an object is hot or cold. But we can feel the heat. Because we cannot see heat, we can feel the heat by touching it. Sometimes, however, sense of touch is not reliable in telling us whether an object is really hot or really cold. See, if we are having a sense of heat, that if we touch any object we feel, definitely we will feel either heat or cold, either hot or cold we will feel. Sometimes it's happened that our sense does not give us clear idea that whether the object is hot or the object is cold. Let us see, in one activity is given. That activity you have to see that whether what in what case our sense is not working. Now let us move to the next topic. The activity is to be learned by you only. We will move to the next topic, that is temperature. The definition is given: the temperature of an object is the degree of hotness or coldness. The temperature of an object is the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Temperature says that how much hot the object is, how much cold the object is. A high temperature tells that it is very hot, low temperature tells that it is very cold. Now if we take one example for water, the boiling water has its temperature 100 degrees Celsius, which is quite high. That's why we can say that boiling water is too hot. Melting ice, the temperature of melting ice is 0 degrees Celsius, so we can say that it is quite low, so it is very cold. Temperature is being measured by a device. Now this was the temperature, concept of the temperature, that temperature is the measurement of degree of hotness or coldness. Now there are some instruments which are capable for measuring the temperature, and the instrument which is capable of measuring the temperature is thermometer. And by using this thermometer we can measure the temperature of any substance or any object. Thermometer, how it measures? It has a scale marked on it which is used to read the temperature. Now this was the concept of temperature. Now there are certain units of temperature. The first unit is Celsius scale, second unit is Fahrenheit scale, and third unit is Kelvin scale. First we will learn about Celsius scale. The most common temperature scale marked on thermometer is Celsius scale. This is the most common temperature scale, that is Celsius scale, which is written as degree Celsius or read as degree Celsius. Now it can also be said as centigrade. Now we will study about the range. This is the you can say that scale in which we are going to measure the temperature. Next let us see the next topic, next concept of this video, that is the range of the Celsius scale. The range of the Celsius scale is, the lower scale range is 0 degree and upper scale is, upper fixed point is 100 degree. It means the range is from 0 degree to 100 degree. 0 to 100 degree we can say. The range of Celsius scale is 0 to 100. 0 is cold, 100 is hot. This was the first scale of temperature, that is Celsius scale. Next we will see Fahrenheit scale. Our next scale is Fahrenheit scale. This Fahrenheit scale was developed by Daniel Gabriel. Doctor's thermometer or clinical thermometer, whatever thermometer we are using for measuring the temperature of our body or our family member's body, that is based on Fahrenheit scale, in which 32 degree Fahrenheit means it is 0 degree Celsius and 212 degree Fahrenheit means it is 100 degree Celsius. So we can say that The range of Fahrenheit scale thermometer is from 32 degree Fahrenheit to 212 degree Fahrenheit. This is the range of Fahrenheit scale, or you can say that this is the range of clinical thermometer or the doctor's thermometer which we are using on the clinic or at our home. Now here one point is given, normal body temperature. If we are measuring normal body temperature of a human body, that is 98.4 degree Fahrenheit, and if we compare into degree Celsius, it is 37 degree Celsius. So this was the second scale for measuring the temperature. Now we will see the third scale for measuring the temperature, that is Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale was named by upon a scientist, that is William Thomson Kelvin, a British psychist who devised it in 1848. It means he has made the Kelvin scale on 1848. Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. You have to learn. It extends Celsius scale down to absolute zero. It means there is one relation between Kelvin and Celsius, that 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 degree Kelvin. 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 degree Kelvin. It is not given here. It might be given in the next page. But for your understanding, we have to understand that 0 degree is equal to 273 degree Kelvin. Now here are three formulas which help us to convert the temperature between these scales. Suppose Celsius temperature is given in degree Celsius, so we can convert into Fahrenheit by using this formula. Suppose temperature is given in Fahrenheit scale, we can convert it into degree Celsius by using this formula. Suppose temperature is given in degree Celsius, so we can convert into Kelvin scale by using this formula. Here one example is given. You can see that example is saying convert 300 Kelvin in Celsius scale. We have to convert 300 Kelvin into Celsius scale. As I have told you that 0 degree is equal to 273 Kelvin, and then after as much degree Celsius will increase, that much Kelvin scale will also increase. Since 300 is there, 300 is equal to 0 degree Celsius plus 273. We will simply subtract it from 273. We will get 27 degree Celsius. It means that 27 degree Celsius will be equal to 300 Kelvin. See, one more example I will give you from my side to make it more clear. We all know that just now I have told you 0 degree Celsius. Just now I have told you that 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. अब अभी मैंने बता दिया आपको 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस इज इक्वल टू 273 केल्विन होता है. अब जैसे जैसे ये डिग्री सेल्सियस बढ़ेगा, जितना डिग्री सेल्सियस बढ़ेगा उतना ही केल्विन में बढ़ेगा. इफ़ वी आर इंक्रीजिंग 10 डिग्री सेल्सियस, तो सिंपली ऐड 10 हेयर ऑल्सो, इट विल बिकम 283. इट विल बिकम 283 केल्विन. इट मीन्स 10 डिग्री सेल्सियस इज इक्वल टू 283 केल्विन. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे हमने किया कि जितना डिग्री बढ़ा उतना पे कर दिया हमने सब्ट्रैक्ट. Now let us move to the next topic, that is different types of thermometer. Here one difference is also given, that is between heat and temperature, that you have to study by your own. Only difference is there, this you have to learn. Now next one more numerical is given that you will do by your own. Next is different types of thermometer. As we have studied in class 6 also in physics, there are three types of thermometer. Here also we are going to learn the same three types of thermometer. That is, first is laboratory thermometer, which is used in laboratory for measuring temperature of any chemical or any substance or any object. Now here you can see that here a thin bore is there, thin pipe is there in which liquid mercury is being filled, and this is a glass top portion, glass tube, that is ready to measure the temperature. Whenever this glass tube is touched or coming in contact with any object, the temperature will start supplying from this object, and it will help the mercury to expand, then it will give the actual temperature of the body. See, for the laboratory thermometer, range is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degree Celsius. This laboratory thermometer totally works on the Celsius, degree Celsius scale. Next thermometer we will see, that is clinical thermometer. Next we will see clinical thermometer. Before that we will study some precaution using a laboratory thermometer. The laboratory thermometer should be held vertically upright. It means आपको उसे सीधा रखना है, टेढ़ा मेढ़ा नहीं रखना है. Second is saying the thermometer bulb should be surrounded from all sides. This is the thermometer bulb. From the first position it is there. It should be surrounded by all side. इसका मतलब है कि जिस ऑब्जेक्ट का टेम्परेचर हम मेज़र करने जा रहे हैं, the temperature, the object whose temperature we are going to measure, the bulb should be covered from all side by that object. उस ऑब्जेक्ट के द्वारा बल्ब चारों तरफ से कवर होना चाहिए, so that other object heat should not contact this bulb. The third point, the bulb should not touch side or bottom of the container. Suppose here one example is given. Here you can see that the thermometer is kept in middle. This bulb should not touch on the side wall of the container. Fourth is, read the thermometer while bulb is still in touch. We have to read the thermometer until and unless bulb is in touch with the material whose temperature we are going to measure. If we will remove this, the temperature can decrease or can increase. That's why it should be in contact while measuring the temperature. Read the thermometer keeping the level mercury along the line of sight. As if you have seen thermometer and if you have tried to read the thermometer, you might feel difficult for watching the mercury. For that you have to move that thermometer in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction little bit, so that the mercury should be clearly visible. The same thing is saying here. Don't hold the thermometer by the bulb. We should not hold the thermometer from here. We should hold the thermometer from backside. Bulb should be only in contact with that material whose temperature we are going to measure. If we are going to measure our body temperature, that bulb will be in contact with our body. Last, handle the thermometer with care, because thermometer is made up of glass material. That's why we have to handle with it care. If it is hit against any hard substance, it might be broken. These were the precautions of using laboratory thermometer. Next we will see clinical thermometer. See, in one line we can understand, this is also called doctor's thermometer. It means whatever thermometer we are using or doctors are using to measure the temperature of human body, they are called clinical thermometer. Here the temperature scale is marked. The range of the clinical thermometer is 35 degree Celsius to 42 degree Celsius. See, in this thermometer also it is started from 35 and it ends from 42. This is the range, and average temperature of human body is 37 degree Celsius. Now let us move to the next topic, that is precaution using clinical thermometer. The same precaution, whether you are using laboratory thermometer or you are using clinical thermometer, precaution should be same. See, clinical thermometer should be washed before and after use. Since we are using it for human beings, that's why it should be washed, so that the bacteria from other persons should not enter to other person's body. Before using clinical thermometer, we should check whether the temperature scale is showing 35 degree or less than 35 degree mark. It should be below 35 degree mark. This we have to check before measuring temperature. Read the thermometer line of sight, that we have studied in that thermometer, laboratory thermometer also. Should never held by bulb. This also we have studied. And handle with care. This also we have studied, so that it should not break. And the clinical thermometer is using the Fahrenheit scale for measuring the temperature of the body. अगर हम लोग कहते हैं 102 बुखार है, that is not in degree Celsius. डिग्री सेल्सियस में 102 बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. It means if a human body is having heat of 102 degree Celsius, it means that कि वो पानी को खौला सकता है, इतना गर्मी हो जाएगा. So that is not possible for human body. So that is possible only in Fahrenheit scale. If our body is having temperature of 102 degrees Celsius or 103 degrees Celsius, जब किसी को बुखार होता है, if we are measuring the temperature and we got that it is of 102 degrees, 102 degree bukhar, it means 102 degree fever is there. It is in Fahrenheit scale. This was the second type of scale. The third type of scale is, or that type of thermometer is digital thermometer. Most of the laboratory, all the laboratory thermometer as well as clinical thermometer are using a liquid that is mercury, which is filled inside it, and mercury is the best conductor of heat. That's why whenever it gets a little bit of heat, it starts expanding and it gives the temperature of a human body. But the latest type of thermometer is digital thermometer. Like digital watch, we are using digital watch, just like that digital thermometer is there. Digital thermometer we are using for measuring the temperature of human body as well as any body. It has also the range from 0 degree to 100 degree in Celsius also, and it is coming in Fahrenheit also. It can give the body temperature of a human body. Nowadays most of the doctors are using, and in this corona time, you might have seen that in any shop, in any shopping mall, or in so many places you have seen that gun like thermometer is there. That thermometer is simply pointing in your forehead and it gives the temperature. That is that thermometer which is working with the radiation, that heat produced by the radiation. So these are called digital thermometer. Now let us move to the next page. Now today's in this video we will do the last topic, that is maximum and minimum thermometer. This is also another type of thermometer, maximum and minimum. This thermometer is basically used for measuring the temperature of day and night. Maximum, what is the maximum temperature of a day, or what is the maximum temperature of night, what is the minimum temperature of day, what is the minimum temperature of night. This thermometer is capable of measuring that type of temperature. This is basically used by the you can say that for giving the uh, temperature news or climate news. Whatever we are getting in climate news in newspaper or in television news channel, they are giving the weather report. It is used for giving the weather report, that how much temperature will be there. We are getting it early just because of this temperature. It can measure the lowest and the highest temperature. This is the specially designed thermometer for measuring lowest temperature and the highest temperature, or you can say minimum temperature or maximum temperature. Hope that whatever concept I have given you in this video is clear to you all, and in next video we will start from effect of heat.